The quieter you become, the more you can hear. He was once Dr. Richard Alpert, a Harvard professor with prestige, intellect, and privilege. But that identity collapsed the moment he experienced ego death, took a one-way flight to India, and was reborn as Ram Dass. Today on BookLia, we explore Be Here Now, not just a book, but a spiritual transmission that helped ignite the West's search for inner truth in the 1970s and beyond. Let's begin. Be Here Now was first published in 1971, a psychedelic blend of autobiography, spiritual guidance, and mystical art. It's not structured like a traditional book. It unfolds in 3 parts. Journey, the story of transformation, how Richard Alpert became Ram Dass. The core teachings, spiritual wisdom rendered in trippy, hand-drawn illustrations. How to guide for daily life, yoga, meditation, mantra, and spiritual disciplines. This book helped awaken a generation and has since sold over 2 million copies. Its title alone, Be Here Now, became a mantra for the present moment movement. Richard Alpert was the classic Western success story. Harvard professor, experimental psychologist, colleague of Timothy Leary. They researched psychedelics like LSD and psilocybin, not just recreationally, but as tools to explore consciousness. But Alpert soon realized, no matter how high I got, I always came back down. His breakthroughs faded. His ego returned. The transformation wasn't lasting. So in 1967, he left it all behind, fame, academia, America, and went to India. There he met Neem Karoli Baba, Maharaji, a silent, loving, blanket-wrapped saint who saw right through him. Maharaji gave him a new name, Ram Dass, meaning servant of God. That encounter broke Alpert's identity apart and gave birth to a new being. He came back not as a professor, but as a spiritual guide. And Be Here Now was the fruit of that rebirth. Here are 5 spiritual lessons from Be Here Now by Ram Dass. A psychedelic journey, a spiritual roadmap, and a timeless reminder, the only place to wake up is here. 1. You are not your roles. Before he became Ram Dass, he was Richard Alpert, a Harvard professor, psychologist, and researcher alongside Timothy Leary. He had prestige, intellect, and all the markers of success. But something was missing. And after a life-changing journey to India, he saw the truth. The professor, the son, the seeker, were all roles. Temporary identities. Costumes worn by the soul. Treat everyone you meet like God in drag. It's a powerful phrase, both playful and profound. Ram Dass reminds us that beneath the surface masks, we are divine consciousness playing human games. You're not your career, not your personality, not even your name. The lesson? Don't confuse the actor with the role. Look deeper. See the being behind the mask, in yourself, and in everyone you meet. That's where the real journey begins. 2. Now is the only truth. Our minds are time travelers. They jump from guilt about the past to anxiety about the future. But Ram Dass invites us into radical presence. Be here now. Don't anticipate. Don't regret. This isn't a cute mantra. It's a doorway to awakening. Every moment you return to this breath, this body, this now, you escape the illusions of ego and time. You arrive in the only place where peace exists. The message? The past is gone. The future is fiction. If you want to touch the divine, return to the moment you're in. The now is not just where life happens, it's where God lives. 3. Surrender is the highest strength. In the West, we're raised on achievement. Plan. Hustle. Control. But Ram Dass learned a deeper truth from the mystics of the East. The art of spiritual life is letting go. Letting go of control. Letting go of identity. Letting go of needing to know. Surrender, he discovered, is not about giving up. It's about giving in, to the flow, to the divine, to the vast intelligence that is already moving through everything. The insight? True power isn't force, it's faith. It's not about bending life to your will. It's about trusting that life is the will. Let go, and be carried home. 4. Serve but without ego. When Ram Dass returned from India, he didn't come back to preach. He came back to serve. He sat with the dying, taught meditation in prisons, helped people heal, while healing himself in the process. I help people as a way to work on myself. This is the essence of karma yoga, selfless service. Not for recognition, not for validation, but because serving others purifies the self. The takeaway? When you serve with no ego, no story, no me helping you, you dissolve the illusion of separation. And you discover there is no other. Service becomes sadhana, a sacred path to oneness. 5. Love is the final teaching. Beyond all the mysticism, the psychedelics, the practices, the philosophy, Ram Dass comes back to one truth. Love is the ultimate teaching. He loved his guru. He loved humanity. He loved the mystery. But most of all, he loved awakening itself. And love wasn't sentimental, it was clarity, presence, and acceptance. I can do nothing for you but work on myself, and you can do nothing for me but work on yourself. But in that inner work, we meet. In silence, in stillness, in the shared space of compassion. The final lesson? Go deep enough, and all the complexity falls away. You find that what you're truly seeking, what we're all seeking, is love. Not the romantic kind, but the cosmic kind. The kind that recognizes divinity in all things. Be Here Now wasn't just a book, it was a spiritual movement. It helped bridge Eastern wisdom with Western seekers. Even decades later, it remains one of the most important spiritual texts in the modern world. Ram Dass continued teaching until his passing in 2019. Paralyzed after a stroke, he still radiated love, presence, and grace. I had to die to become who I really am. And his words continue to whisper, Be Here Now. So which lesson from Be Here Now touched you most deeply? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you crave more soul-deep stories, subscribe to BookLia for weekly journeys into the lives and minds of spiritual legends. This is BookLia, one book, big insights.